Here's an old 5150 that I'm just cleaning up. Just gonna go ahead and, hella dust, unscrew it, take this out of its chassis here, and take out all the tubes. Make sure I don't touch any of these electronics. Gently pull out these tubes here and write the locations. It's really important because I still want this amp to sound kind of the same way it used to. I don't know what that is. Probably drop some drink or beer or soda, I don't know. Wiping it down with some isopropyl alcohol now, and just making sure I get all these little like small crevices. Definitely don't touch those electronics. Here are the old tubes. This is a beautiful amp. I love these amps. You can always replace all these little components and it looks really nice. Yeah, so you're gonna go ahead and put all these old tubes back in. This next step is if you're kind of like, I don't know, I guess you don't have to be technically inclined. I learned this just kind of like watching people do it, and a lot of people taught me how to do it, but we're going to bias the amp now. So I left this socket empty because we're going to hook up our bias probe to our multimeter. So here's our JJ Tube 6L6 tube, and we're going to hook it up to this bias probe from Eurotubes, and we're going to click it in here. Get our setup here and turn on our multimeter. Going to go ahead and plug in here. Put the multimeter aside. Gonna go ahead and plug in our amp. Make sure we have a full load always plugged into the speaker cabinet. Then we're gonna turn on our amp, and look at those tubes, man. Fucking really nice. Check the whole amp. Make sure we find our potentiometer, which we're gonna get bias our amp and also our tubes, which is there on our 5150. Turn on the amp, and there we go. Current bias is 26, and we need 37.6 bias. So we're going to go ahead and put on our little wrench there and twist. And I would let it burn for about an hour and before you assemble it, just to make sure the bias doesn't fluctuate. Normally it does. 37.6 always works for me. It's up to you guys, whatever you guys want to do. And I just assembled the amp, and I'm going to do a nice little distortion test for you and a nice little clean sound. So thank you for watching, and you guys, this amp is sick.